Hello and welcome to Nikolay's genetics lessons, and today we are going to solve simple probability problem which I took from the historical context. And here's the problem: what is the probability of Jacob to have 13 children and only one to be a daughter? Jacob, later called Israel, according to biblical text, he was chosen by the God to be a patriarch of the Israel nation. From what is known of Jacob, he had two wives, which were sisters, Leah and Rachel, and two concubines, Bilhah and Zilpah, by whom he had 13 children, the 12 sons and one daughter. 12 sons form the basis for 12 tribes of Israel, listed here, as you see, in the order from oldest to youngest. So this pedigree and this pedigree is basically the same, but today I'm going to use this one for purpose of the calculations because it's going to be more convenient. And as you see, Dinah, her position here is not shown. All the sons shown here as they were born, but for a daughter it's not shown. So we just supposed she have to be somewhere here, but in which order we don't know. And today we are going to find what is the probability for a person to have 13 children and only one to be a daughter. It looks like it's very unusual, so we don't need this pedigree anymore. And let's put Dinah on top here. So let this box represent Dinah, and she is a daughter of the Jacob and Leah. So when you will have your first child, there are two variants, whether it can be a boy or a girl. So let's put two here. Second child, again, it doesn't affect what the gender of your first child. It doesn't have any effect on the second child. Again, every conception would be independent act. So again, we are going to have the same two variants, and the same two variants for the third child, for the fourth child, and so on for each child. When you have each child, there are two variants, whether it's going to be a boy or a girl. So as you see, basically that means that for Jacob to have children, there are 2 power 13 different variants and combinations, starting from that all children can be girls, and then one child can be girl and 12 boys, or 2 children can be girls and 11 boys, and so on. So as you see, this is going to be 2 multiplied by itself 13 times. So for Jacob, there were 8,192 different variants how he may have 13 children. And out of all these combinations, only one combination would be when Jacob would have 1 daughter and 12 sons. But this is true if order would be given, if we would know that the first child is a daughter. So this answer is going to be true if order is given. But if order is not given, we can say that first child can be a girl. But also there is another variant when second child is going to be a girl or a daughter. So as you see, we have 13 such variants. So the correct answer is going to be 13 over 8,192. If you need an answer as a decimal number, so we have to divide 13 by 8,192, and we are going to get 0.0016. And if you need an answer as a percent, so we have to multiply our answer by 100. And we are going to get 0.16% chances for a person, for Jacob, to have 13 children and only one to be a daughter. So probability of such an event 0.16%. So what does this information tell us? It tells us that probability of such an event is extremely small, and probably, most likely, Jacob had more daughters. We just don't know about them because they are not mentioned in the Bible. Usually, female children were ignored at those times, and only male children were important for family because they can provide support for old parents. And maybe some of you wondering why these two concubines connected not to Jacob but to Leah and Rachel. So who are concubines? Concubine is a woman who lives with and has sexual relationship with a man to whom she is not legally formally married. In some historical and cultural context, concubines were recognized as kind of secondary spouse, but did not have the same legal or social status as the primary wife. And the practice of having concubines has existed in various societies throughout history, but it is less common today. According to this pedigree, these two women were probably hired as home help to official wives and later became unofficial wives. I think I clarified everything, so this is all for today. Subscribe and see you in the next video. Goodbye.